I've gotten at least 3 hours with this board, the Prophecy mold, Magic Doll. And I will say that this feels like cheating. Um, this is probably the most aggressive mold I've ridden since my first professional fingerboard deck, which was the flat face. This thing is pretty high kicked. I have three beast pants at the house, and two of them I have one domesticated, which I've used, and it's okay. But I also have the feral and the rabid one, and they're more along the lines of these, and I've never set them up because I'm not the biggest fan of beast pants. I ordered one. It came in broken, so he sent me three, but it took like half a year to get them. So I just have never tried to order another one. They're just not my cup of tea. But I did set this up because I really like the company, and I like Marby. She seems like a cool person, so definitely support. But this mold, I want to hold it up to a Presto. So this has Joy-Colt XLs, and this has Pipsqueaks. These are 8.1. I want to say Joy-Colt XLs are 9, so keep that in mind. It's a difference in the mold. So you can see the Presto. I wouldn't say the Presto next to this, the Presto looks low. But in my mind, I would say the Presto is a low mid because when you put I'm going to put a loner on top of the Presto. See what I'm saying? When I think of low molds, I'm thinking something like this, which is really flat. Riding boards like this for me is perfect. This is about this is about as high as I want to go. Prestos feel so good. This board feels like it's cheating, but when you film with this, it doesn't look too aggressive. This, on the other hand, this is like really cheating. This is a blast to use. I'm definitely I have this set up with dynamics. I just set this up to try for a few hours because when I go back to my house outside of the city, I'm gonna set this up with some leaf eyes, and I might use these wheels or I might use Daytonas. Um, I just want to put leaf eyes on them because these trucks are. I don't have a lot of dynamics. All my other dynamics are special editions, and these 32 dynamics I want to keep on this learner board because these make your wheelbase long, and I really want a long wheelbase on this really flat deck. And I'm gonna put Joy-Colt lights on it because I want to put little wheels on it. I don't know. I just like that aesthetic of a low board with smaller wheels and a long wheelbase. It just reminds me of like Samaroni's filming, how his setups look. I just have always liked that. So that was up against a Presto. Let's put it up against this Yellowwood so you can see the difference if you guys have a Yellowwood. So pretty similar to the Yellowwood, right? But the Yellowwood, it doesn't feel like the Yellowwood. The Yellowwood has this tail. The tail is pretty shallow on the Yellowwood as compared to the nose. So doing nollie with this Yellowwood is nothing like doing nollie with this because both sides of the board are kicked pretty high. So nollie with this is incredibly easy. Tray flips are you can pop things low with this board. They just if you're trying normally, your tricks are going to be popped pretty high. So it's more of an effort to keep your tricks low with this board than anything. But I mean, right off the bat, switch tricks were easy, nollie tricks were easier. Um, like kick flips into blunt, nose and tail were a a lot easier. Flips into manual, flips into crooks. I mean, it just was super easy because it was just so easy to catch. And then your finger, like being right there, the pivot point was so much easier than something shallow where you really have to kind of like dip. So all in all, like this is a great board for real, and definitely the highest kick board that I have set up, and I'm going to continue to have set up, just not with the dynamics. I want to throw leaf eyes on there, or or I might order some BRTs to throw on here. But the dynamics are definitely going back on this loaner with Joy-Colt lights because I think that is going to be a hoot and a holler of a setup. Um, but this was definitely like I'm kind of torn because I want to set this up with leaf eyes and I want to learn a lot of new tricks. But this is so easy to use. I think it's going to be hard to learn tricks on this and then go back to something flat. But I probably will do that anyways. And since this does have dynamics, I want to say that dynamics right out of the box, I think are better than BRTs right out of the box. Might be a hot take, but I really don't have to do anything to dynamics. Once they're broken in, and they usually don't take any time to break in, they're set, right? And it usually takes me a long time to even have to put new bushings in them. Whereas BRTs right out of the box like these, I immediately have to take off the top washer. I have to loosen them up, and these still, I've been riding this for a little bit, and they still need to be more broken in. They don't feel bad by any means, but usually when I get a set of BRTs, I already have some Zane shit tuning. But these I'm rocking stock tuning, and they definitely need to be broken in more just because they are, like the durometer of the bushings are just a little bit too hard for me. Um, and I hate that because I like thinking in my mind, I feel like like the board doesn't flow as well. Um, so yeah, that's just food for thought. These are dynamics are right when you put them on, they're super comfy, and I like that they elongate the wheelbase. But I just thoroughly enjoy the look of Black Rivers. So it's like until you hit that break-in period with BRTs, it's really form over function, if you understand that. Whereas these are like function over form, and these make your wheelbase longer. So if you're riding a short deck and you want a long wheelbase, you're going to use dynamics. I mean, that's just all there is to it. But yeah, I hope this video helped anybody out if they're looking for a magic doll. Remember, this is the prophecy mold, and I'm pretty sure she does one other mold that isn't as steep kicked. So whenever one of those drops, I'll pick one up because I definitely want to try that because the craftsmanship of this board is up there. It's definitely like just like a fucking Dr. M or a Catfish Barbecue. I mean, it's really really good. So I really can't say enough good things about it. And this tape that they sent, I don't know what it is, but I know it's like zero point 0.5, but it's so slim and it is like immediately broken in right out of the package. So shout out shout out Magic Doll, great decks for real. And I like watching Marby fingerboard. She's tight.